Listen, basis loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about trusting the process, not rushing greatness. When it's all said and done, I don't care what storm you're going through. I don't care what you're facing. Let it breathe. I believe it's just a matter of time that you're going to break through. And I'm going to say this again. I don't care what you're facing. I don't care what storm you're going through. I feel it's just a matter of time before you break through. You guys have to understand. Whatever you're dealing with, you're going to get through it. Now, I'm going to say this again. Whatever you're dealing with, you're going to get through it. You got to trust the process. You got to understand. This is a state. This is a time when you're showing that, listen, I am ready for whatever comes my way. I am mature. I can handle an abundance. You guys have to understand, life is a beautiful thing when you can handle. Listen, and I'm going to say this again. To much is given, much is expected. You got to earn everything. Don't beg for anything. In life, I feel like if you feel entitled, it's going to be natural to beg. Listen, when it's all said and done, you should not have the feeling of entitlement. And I'm going to say this again. You should not have the feeling of entitlement. I believe that everybody is going to win if they exercise patience. And I'm going to say this again. I truly do believe that everybody is going to win if they exercise patience. I feel like patience is the virtue. Patience is the key. Patience is a driving force of greatness. You cannot rush greatness. Don't put an age on greatness. When it's all said and done, a lot of people, they want to play competition. A lot of people, they want to say, I was doing this back in 92. Let me tell you guys something. Stay true to you. Stay authentic. And I'm going to say this again. Stay true to you. Stay authentic. Don't get caught up in a rat race. Don't compete with anybody else. And understand that until you cross that finish line, you got to work. You got to grind. When it's all said and done, shoulda, woulda, coulda, we don't do that, and we'll never do that. And I'm going to say this again. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, we don't do that, and we'll never do that. Forget that. Screw that. When it's all said and done, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if it takes a decade. I don't care if it takes 2 decades. When it's all said and done, shoulda, woulda, coulda, we don't do that. And I'm going to say this again. Excuses, we don't do that. Crossing the finish line, that's the only thing we focus on doing. A lot of people, they like to make excuses, and misery loves company. So trust me, if you want to make excuses, there's a lot of people out there. There are millions of people out there that you can get together with, and you guys can have a pity party. When it's all said and done, shout out to the FLS. Shout out to the frontline soldiers. Shout out to the warriors. Shout out to the guys that are not going to protest. Shout out to the guys that are not going to hold up a sign. Shout out to the guys that are going to fight till the end. You guys have to understand, if you decide in your mind you going to fight till the end, guess what? You will never put a timeline on greatness. You will never put a timeline on your dreams. You will never put a timeline on your goals. And I want to talk about society, because society, what they'll try to do is they'll try to look at your age and they'll try to measure you up with what you're supposed to have. Listen, screw that. No man should be able to tell you that you're lacking. No woman should be able to tell you that you're lacking. Nobody should tell you that you're not a success. Listen, your life serves a purpose. When it's all said and done, every day somebody doesn't make it. And unless it hits close to home, people could care less about the people who didn't make it. But I just want to say, listen, really, condolences to all the families of fallen soldiers that didn't make it on a daily. When it's all said and done, you guys have to understand, if you're here, your life serves a purpose. If you're here for a reason. And if you're here, it's hunting season. It's time to start hunting. You guys have to understand. Teach a man how to fish. I don't care what nobody say. As a man, they laugh when you try to be a provider. And I'm going to say this again. As a man, people laugh at you when you trying to be a provider. I'm not playing with this video, but when it's all said and done, being a provider as a man is everything. And I'm going to say this again. As a man, providing is everything. You feel me? Like, don't let this world laugh at you for wanting to provide for your family. Don't let this world laugh at you for wanting to provide for yourself. Don't let this world laugh at you for really wanting to do good. We live in a world where they promote evil on purpose. They promote ignorance on purpose. They promote ratchetness on purpose, because when it's all said and done, they want you to give in to not being good. They want you to give in to not being righteousness. Forget that. When it's all said and done, do not let this world change you. And I'm going to say this again. Do not let this world change you. Listen, always remain authentic. Always remain kind. When it's all said and done, you could be kind without talking. When it's all said and done, listen, first of all, you got to be kind to yourself. Before you even kind to others, you got to be kind to yourself. Treat yourself, don't beat yourself. And I'm going to say this again. Treat yourself, don't beat yourself. Once you plant that seed, there's nothing left you can do but remain consistent. You water the seed with consistency. You cannot panic. You cannot doubt. You cannot stress. And I'm going to say this again. You cannot panic. You cannot doubt. You cannot stress. You guys have to understand. Whenever you have a product, it doesn't matter if it's content, it doesn't matter if it's merchandise, it doesn't matter what it is. Once you put the product out in the market, you cannot control the reaction of the market. You cannot control the flow of the market. The only thing that you can control are your emotions. And I'm gonna say this again, the only thing you can control are your emotions. Control your emotions. Once you learn how to control your emotions, it doesn't matter what you go through, you're gonna win. You gotta tell yourself, giving up, that's an option. That's a choice. But if you always tell yourself that you're gonna win, it doesn't matter what you go through, you're always gonna win. And I'm gonna say this again, you can win for your whole entire life with the right mindset. And I'm gonna say this again, you can win for your whole entire life with the right mindset. Whatever situation you go through, if you tell yourself, I'm gonna come out victorious, believe it or not, every situation that you go through, you're gonna come out victorious. And I'm gonna say this again, your mindset is everything. The war is won in the general's tent. So when you mapping it out and trapping it out, you gotta have that right mindset. Like, listen, I'm going into this battle and I'm gonna come out victorious. That's how it starts and that's how it should end. That's what I do. And I'm gonna tell you guys, whatever I'm thinking about doing, it doesn't matter if it's starting a new channel. I think every channel is gonna grow. I think every channel is gonna blossom. I don't start channels just to start channels. I start channels with the mindset that I'm gonna blossom on every channel. I'm gonna grow on every channel. I will be abundant on every channel. Everything that I do, I think victory. Everything that I do, I think abundance. You guys have to understand that, listen, your mindset is everything. If you feel like the black sheep, guess what? You'll get treated like a black sheep. If you feel like a target, guess what? Everywhere you go, you'll be a target. People will spot you because that's how you feel. Listen, thoughts become things. If you feel like a victim, everywhere you go, you'll be treated like a victim because thoughts becomes things. Listen, in life, focus on what you want as opposed to what you don't want. 9 out of 10, a lot of people, they put more energy and they focus on things that they don't want as opposed to things that they actually want. I feel like that's low-key hustling backwards. When it's all said and done, if you focus on the things that you want, that's all that matters. Focus on what you want out of life. Stop focusing on division. Listen, if a group of people believe something different than you, let them believe whatever they want to believe. Long as you guys are not going to the same destination, that's all that matters. And 9 out of 10 in life, a lot of people are not going where you're going in life. If you're going to the hills, trust and believe a lot of people are not going to the hills. You feel me? If you're going to Malibu, trust and believe a lot of people are not going to Malibu. You feel me? If you're going, you feel me, to the south of France, if you're going to Greece, if you're going to Santorini, trust and believe a lot of people are not going to a villa in Santorini. So when it's all said and done, you got to stop and think. Why should I care about people that I'm not going to see 10 years from now? And I'm going to say this again. A lot of people on your journey, they're going to try to judge your journey in the present. They're going to try to judge your journey ATM at the moment. They're going to try to judge you for not having money to withdraw at the ATM at the moment. A lot of people going to judge you on this journey. A lot of people, they're going to make fun of you on this journey. They're going to sneak diss you on this journey. They're going to make jokes on this journey. But when it's all said and done, guess what? That's how they feel. How others feel should have nothing to do with your feelings. And I'm going to say this again. The feelings of others should have nothing to do with your feelings. When it's all said and done, listen, you got to stay true to you. And you got to do you. And whatever you do, listen, you got to make sure that everything is executed. You got to make sure that everything, listen, goes according to plan. Your kids depend on it. Your generation depend on it. Somebody left a comment. They said, Mr. Keep It Simple, you going on a generational run. Let me tell you guys something. I will not allow my kids to work for another person. I would not allow my daughter to work for another person. I would not allow my son to work for another person. So when it comes to going on a generational run, listen, it's all or nothing. I feel like life starts when it's all or nothing. Back against the wall, all or nothing, tomato, bada bing, bada bing. But when it's all said and done, when it's all or nothing, I feel like that's when you really go all in. And when it's all said and done, I feel like really society is never going to change. And I'm gonna say this again, I feel like other than a couple of liberties, couple different access, I feel like society is never going to change. Society is always going to remain the same. And a lot of people are always going to judge you. A lot of people are always going to say what you're supposed to have at a certain age. Let me tell you guys something about an age. Age, that's a code. And I'm going to say this again, especially in the age of social media, that's a code. It doesn't matter. You can start a page at 70 years old and you can start a tsunami on the internet. It does not matter. Age, age, what does it matter? Unless you went to competition, age does not matter. Take your time. And I don't care how long it takes, as long as it happens, that's all that matters. So many people want things overnight. So many people want a quick bag. So many people go out and scam because they want things overnight. Let me tell you guys something. Anything that comes too fast, listen, I don't even think it's wise to touch it. And I'm going to say this again. Anything that comes overnight, let me tell you guys something. Even on YouTube, I don't even accept sponsorships. I got people trying to sponsor me. I don't even accept sponsorships. When it's all said and done, I don't rush anything. I'm taking my time. I trust in when I plan it, and I'm watering it with consistency. And I feel like when everything finally takes off, everything is going to take off. You feel me? I don't care if it take off 3 years from now. At the end of the day, I'm not rushing greatness. I don't care if it happens 5 years from now. I don't rush greatness. Because when you rush greatness, you're going to have to do things you really don't want to do. And I'm going to say this again. When you rush greatness, you're going to have to talk about things you don't want to talk about. You're going to have to do things you don't want to have to do. And it takes away from being true to you. When it's all said and done, you got a lot of people that's following the crowd. But when it's all said and done, I feel like God sent us here to be leaders. Like, even though we live in the world, we're not supposed to be a part of the world. So when it's all said and done, I feel like, listen, don't let anybody tell you that you're not successful. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not valuable. Don't let anybody play in your face. Don't let anybody make you feel less of. Don't let anybody disrespect you. When it's all said and done, a lot of people be letting people play in their face. They be letting people dance in their face. They be letting people spin around, do a tomahawk in their face. They be letting people do a down set, shotgun, hike, touchdown, spike the ball in their face for no reason. A lot of these people are disrespectful. They would disrespect you for no reason. You feel me? When it's all said and done, you deserve better. Treat yourself. Don't beat yourself. Be around people that's going to treat you like a royal. And you should treat people like royals. You feel me? Treat people how you want to be treated. So if you treating people like royals and they not treating you like royals, listen, something's wrong with that picture. And I'm going to say this again. If you treating people like royals and they not treating you like royals, something is wrong with that picture. When it's all said and done, listen, like attract likes. How could two walk together if they don't agree? The Bible already told you that. If you're a person and you show big love and you're around people that don't show big love, listen, you got to keep it moving. And I'm going to say this again. You got to keep it moving because you're not around people that's like you. When it's all said and done, listen, we wish for humans to change, but some people, listen, you don't know what they've been through. You don't know the trauma that they've been through. So when it's all said and done, let them do them and you do you. Time is of the essence. This year is almost gone. To everybody that had a rough start, listen, we can turn it around. And I'm going to say this again, to everybody that had a rough start, even before the year started, if you had a rough 2024 November, if you had a rough 2025 December, I'm here to tell you, we still got time to turn it around. And I'm gonna say this again, we still have time to turn it around. Don't rush anything. A lot of things that you start, your parents probably looking at you like, when is it gonna take off? Listen, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Stay focused on execution. A lot of people, they're probably looking at your dreams like, when is it gonna take off? Listen, don't worry about that. Execution. You probably got excited, you probably told them, you feel me? But when it's all said and done, they're looking at the time limit. You feel me? When it's all said and done, they want to know when you cop in that car, what's the time limit in your car? Listen, when it's all said and done, as long as you like the car, that's all that matters. There is no time limit. And a lot of people that ask you when you going to do something in a time limit, those people, listen, they don't understand how greatness work. When it works, it works. Until then, you got lessons to learn. Until then, listen, you got to keep on working. Listen, hard work pays off. Nobody talks about that in this generation, but I'm here to talk about what nobody talks about, and I'm here to tell you that hard work pays off. If you work hard, it's just a matter of time. And I'm gonna say this again, if you work hard, it's just a matter of time. Trust the process. Don't cry. Don't complain. Don't protest. No justice, no peace. Come on, stop playing with yourself. Protesting is not gonna work. Marching is not going to work. When it's all said and done, action, execution, game plan, sticking to the script, that's what's going to work. If people laugh at you, so what? If people gossip about you, so what? If people lie to HR 21st Wonder, remember, they can't stop the fitness. Let it breathe.